This Week in Money, I'm Jim Goddard. Today, Morgan Report founder David Morgan tells us why he's optimistic about gold and silver.
Welcome to This Week in Money, the source for market opinions. Here is Jim Goddard.
My guest is David Morgan, founder of the Morgan Report, which you can find online at silver-investor.com. He's speaking to us from Spokane, Washington. Welcome to This Week in Money, David.
Thank you, Jim. Great to be with you.
Maybe explain to people what the Morgan Report's all about.
Well, the subtitle is Money, Metals, and Mining, and we take the big picture down. The big picture is what is money versus currency, and that's a pretty big question. Actually, most people don't really ever think about it. They assume because they been brought up in what I call the matrix or the banking cabal paradigm, that this piece of paper that they print for basically free has value. And that paradigm has been tried over and over again. This is certainly not the first time in history that that's taken place. But most people never really think about it. They have, even, the atheists or the agnostics, so they don't have any faith. They have faith in that piece of paper. And really, that piece of paper is nothing more than that eventually. That's the money part. I don't want to dwell on it. But money, metals, we look at most of the metals, really. We look at the base metals, some of the rare earths, some of the strategic, but primarily focus on the precious metals, top four, gold, silver, platinum, palladium. But we certainly have looked at all the metals over time. In fact, we did a special report on zinc not that long ago, that, believe it or not, zinc is going to be short supply in the not too distant future. And then on the mining side, that is broader based than just silver mining companies, which of course we have several in what we have suggested over the years, silver and gold, but over the years we've also suggested moly, lithium, copper, some of the rare earths back in the day before the sector seemed to get a little overzealous. Uranium company here and there. So we look at basically the resource spectrum, but it's important to know that we focus most of our attention on the precious metals.
And how can somebody get a subscription to it?
It's very easy that you can get a subscription online. It's an online business, and it's at the website silver-investor.com. There's three different levels of service. There's the basic, which is basically a buy and hold investor. Then there's your basic plus, which gets everything that the basic member gets, which is access to the protected part of the website with all kinds of extra material besides the newsletter. And they also get the videos that we do, which entail some of the mining trips David Smith and Chris Marchese go on. Occasionally I go on them, and then film the trip. And then there's also videos of conferences like the one we just finished here in Spokane, Silver Summit, where we interview almost every company that's there, many of the speakers, a lot of a couple of low speculative type situations. And so that is the basic plus. In addition to those videos, there's the ones that I make from time to time on an as-required basis as far as how the market is doing. And those, because the market changes so much, I don't like to do them daily or weekly even. I don't want people to get the habit of, every Friday at noon is going to do one. I basically take the time to let the market tell me really what or when. Although I certainly listen to the subscriber base, and oftentimes will say, hey, it's time to do an update, or what do you think of this? And that'll prompt me to do one or another one, that type of thing. And that's where I take the charts. It's not always just charts, most of it is. And I look at, the bond market, the stock market, the dollar market, the gold and euros, the silver market, platinum, maybe the ratio, silver-gold ratio. I mean, lots of things. There's no really set, it's going to be this. Although primarily we look at how the overall trends are doing in the precious metals. But we've looked at specific companies, we looked at the ATI, the XView, it goes on and on. So that is all part of the Basic Plus service, and that's the most popular service. A lot of newsletter types, charts, the range from 1,000 to 5,000 for that type of service. We charge somewhere around 300, or it's even less if you pay a year in advance. And then there's one other level that I won't explain. That's just called the mastermind. That's basically for high net worth individuals or fund managers that have a lot of money devoted to this sector, and they want our very best thinking. They want to basically be able to be with us on a conference call with some of the better known names and personalities in the market, like Eric Sprott, Mike Maloney. We're having one coming up with Foster Gamble, who produced the movie Thrive. He's got some very interesting things to say about the current situation in the monetary system, and we'll be drilling down with him. And I'm probably going to open that up to more than the mastermind people. I'm probably going to be giving a holiday gift to all the people who supported us and try to reward them for their loyalty to us, because that's what it's all about. My belief system, I've always felt strongly that it's not what you get out of life, it's what you give to life. But obviously I need to make a living like everybody else. So this is something that we're working on right now. We think we have confirmation from them, from the Thrive people, or Foster Gamble in particular, and we'll be able to offer that next month. So thanks for letting me drill on and on, but I haven't done that in a long time, explaining basically what the Morgan Report is and the 3 different levels of service that we have. So thank you, Jim.
Well, thank you for explaining it.